Hi Virgo, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a read for you and who, and that who could be a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, could even be a friend or family member, or one side of a situation or another, okay? So please note that this is a general read, and so if you're looking for a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, then go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below, all right? For those of you that are looking to make some significant changes, whether it be in your relationship, say in your business, or maybe just in your life overall and finding your life purpose, you do want to check out one of our discovery sessions up here. That is some one-on-one time that allows us to get to know you and make a personal recommendation based upon your needs and invite you into one of our programs if it makes good sense, okay? But it allows us to really kind of hone in on what might be that missing piece and kind of being able to bridge that gap and up level you and so you can have this best year yet, okay? So do note that, all right? So I'm here to assist you in doing that, and I absolutely love the motivation, the inspiration, and the accountability and the clarity that really seems to come out of sessions like this. It's pretty exciting, okay? So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this and let's see you and that other person and see what is going on and what wants to come out for you here. So this is how you feel about this person right now. Okay, we're going to start there, all right? How you feel about this person right now. Wow. This is about being forever present in this moment, okay? And this is about not holding on and clinging to the past of once was and not focusing on the future that you don't know what is going to be yet. This is focusing on the present moment and being present in the moment in that relationship or in that situation as to what's happening, okay? And because your present creates your tomorrows. Whatever you do today is going to create your future, and you can't change the past, right? But you want to learn from the past, but you don't want to carry emotional baggage from the past, right? You want to continue to on your journey as light as you possibly can be. So what this card talks about is being forever present in this relationship and in this situation, seeing it for what it is at this moment, today, here and now. Okay, so that's what it wants to cover with you. So we're gonna see what else wants to come out and pull some Hero's Journey cards and see what may want to come out of this. And you just move all this stuff over here. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see what wants to come out and see how you feel about them and what else wants to come out. So we've got forever present, which is nice. Wow. This is interesting because this is a 3 card and this talks about the reward. Okay. This is nice. This is just doing like this beautiful dance of like going in the flow, right? It's like the hard work has paid off. This is about knowing who you are in this present moment, right? But how you feel about this other person, you feel that they make you dance, okay? It's like you feel that in your life that they're kind of serving as some sort of reward, right? Of so to speak, something like that. But that's what I see coming through here. So this is interesting. And what's interesting is that this is a 3 card. But the interesting, because 3s are all about how creativity, right? And it does talk about that, but it's just celebrating you and who you really are. Your courage, right? It's like your courage. This is like celebration of some sort of dream that's been achieved. So I don't know if you feel that this person is a reward or the relationship, it feels like a reward together that you truly make that. But this is about being in the spotlight and receiving the deserved pats on the back from those that really love you and admire you. And it's really beautiful. It's like the more you acknowledge this milestone, the more wind is going to be kind of beneath your wings, and it's going to give you that next swift gust of air to push you to that next level of your journey. So that's exactly what I see in terms of this situation. Now, the beauty of it, this is like how you feel about them. And I think that they see you for who you truly, really are. And they also are rewarding you and celebrating your magnificence. How much more beautiful can that be, right? I'm going to pull some tarot on this and see what else wants to come out. But that's what I'm getting for how you feel about them. You feel that you could be, at the present with each other. You feel that, you're each other's reward, perhaps. I don't know. Queen of Cups. this is about looking at, at the emotions, and knowing that you're very unique and you're special. And again, being able to kind of dance in your magnificence. And this person really makes you feel that way. So it's like, it's like, how you feel about them is you feel that they are special in your life, especially emotionally. And yeah, it's like in celebration. There's a lot of celebration here. And sorry, guys, that's my roommate's dog, and I don't know what's going on, but in any event, I guess it's really just shouting out to the heavens, hey, celebrate your magnificence, right? All right, so let's go ahead and continue. Here, hold on a second. Okay, thank you so much. So here we go. So let's see what else wants to come through here for you. So this is actually how they feel about you. So sorry about that, guys. Just someone they knew came to the door and everything's quiet now. All right, so let's take a look. So what does that look like? How do they feel about you? What is that? Here it is. Action. So this is about taking action. So there you go. So there you have it. So this is about, taking action on this relationship and on this situation, that they're not just dreaming about certain things, that they feel that you take action on what it is that you want and what it is that you desire, and you move in that direction, which is really quite beautiful. Anything else on how they feel about you, what wants to come through? Yeah, and this is also about trust, okay? So they're trusting in themselves. The green is the love that comes from the heart chakra, and this is really trusting themselves in terms of the actions that they take, that they move forward with you. I really feel that they can truly, in some way that they really truly feel that they can trust you, okay? And that's really beautiful. This is about the bonds strengthening. It's like whatever adversity that has been gone through, that, maybe in this relationship or in their life, or maybe in your life, they're just really saying is that they have no impact because they feel that you're strong and that you're confident, and that love surrounds you, and they really like they feel some sort of trust with you. They feel that they trust your reliability in some way, okay? And they feel that they can also let their walls down, and really be with you. So when they're with you, it's like, I am with you, So anyway, that's what I'm getting from this. So you guys are going to have to let me know. But I'm going to pull some tarot on this, how they feel about you, and see what else information that we can get. Let's see what that is. Okay, let's see. Okay. Here we go. What is it? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type of energy. Okay, so interesting. Now this could be you might resonate. Feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit, because you might resonate from one side more than another. But here this talks about carefully looking after their money, or carefully looking at their reward, and being careful where they put their pentacle that they hold dearly, and it could be anything that they value. So I think they're very, careful in terms of a love situation. They're very careful of how they deal with you, and they see you as something very delicate and special. Okay, and it's interesting how that the camera kind of did a little twist on there too. So it's interesting. Yeah, they really feel that they can trust you. But yeah, interesting how they feel about you. Wow, they feel like you're healing, and that that also that you're like a star in the life. Now they, you could have some sort of air in your chart, or if you do have Aquarius in your chart, I should probably say, because this is the Aquarius card. This is talking about the star. That you balance them. Okay, how they feel about you, you balance them. Okay, which is really quite beautiful. Okay, let's take a look even furthermore. I want to take a look on how. What you need to know most about them? What is it that you need to know most about them? Okay, let's take a look at that. What is it that you need to know most about them? Here we go. What is it? Unity. This is coming together, that they want to come together in unity. They want to come together. Okay, so this is about coming together in love too, right? So you see just kind of like pictures here. It's like they feel like they're family, like in a family tree. They feel you're like family, and they want to come together with you, and they want to possibly create a family. Okay, for some of you that might be the case. So that's exactly what I see here. So what you need to know most about them is that they want to come together in unity with you. Okay, they are that they've been balancing a couple things in their life, their emotions with their physical plane, and you know, it's like the material with this physical plane, but this is like balancing. And what they do is they want things to be balanced with you. Okay, so if in some way, if they weren't, this is what they're looking for, some balance in this. Okay, anything else that wants to come through? Yeah, this is about calling on the divine in the process, and what they want you, what you need to know most about them is they're walking in their truth, is they're being in their truth. Yeah, excuse me, guys. Yeah, it's like you get the major kind of card. This is you know, very spiritual, higher self. And to me, this is really just in it really calling upon their higher self, and making the decisions based upon how they feel they'd like to see themselves move forward, and their values are very key too. Anything else to give them what you need to know most about them is they want a stability. They might want to live with you too, so I think they want to have some sort of stability of some sort and groundedness, and they feel they could have it with you and have a really happy life. You know, a little castle and little, you know, they feel very, very grounded. Anything else that wants to come through? How you, how, well, excuse me, this is about how, what you need to know most about them, what you need to know most about them. They are turning their fear into fuel. Okay, so any fear that they've had in the past that have held them back in this relationship or in this situation, they're turning that fear into fuel to move them forward, and to keep them going in the direction that they want to move into. Wow. Anything else? What you need to know most about them is that they're ready to take a leap. They're ready for some sort of makeover in their life, and they're ready to take a leap, and they want to come together with you. And I think they're ready to take some sort of leap. And that's what seems to be coming through here. And this is interesting because it's a 7 card. And the interesting thing is, in terms of like being on your journey, when I see the 7 card, it tells me that this is about kind of the ordinary world stage, and this is about the journey begins, and when they're just kind of in an ordinary world and business is unusual, but something that they're going through is unsettling for them, so they're ready for some sort of makeover right now, right? This is like, it's about in preparation of they're getting grounded and getting into the basics and focusing on the simple things, and they're familiar because this is setting the stage. And then it moves into the next one, that they move into the call for their adventure, but they're going through some sort of makeover right now. So this is interesting. Okay, so this is actually stage 1 of the hero's journey here. So it's quite, but it's having faith, you know. It's a 7 card. Let's see on what blockages and difficulties are around in this relationship or situation. Okay, what does that look like? Gateway. So this is to let you know that there are opportunities to move forward on this. There is a gateway, and this is saying that, you know, that there is a door of opportunity to their heart. And then again, the star card, it's kind of like the stars coming out again to the sun, right? And that of which is hidden. So there's a lot of alignment here. This is about walking through a gateway. So this tells me that there's a lot of communication, and this is saying that there are a lot of possibilities in this relationship, that there's gateways being opened, you know, to grow this. And what happens is that you have to choose your destiny on what it is that you want. So about choosing what you want is going to help you move forward to the gateway that's most appropriate for you. And really, it's to it's like to step through the gateway and to fall into a free fall into love, into peace, and into clarity. So it's a really a brand new gateway. Put your foot forward, okay? And you know, and this is about, you know, stepping right through, okay? So from this point, you can actually go anywhere. The possibility shines. I mean, it's like, you know, there's so many paths and so many you know, opportunities, and so, you know, so many places to go, and beautiful things to chase. And this is just saying is that, you know, today right now is that you're focusing on where you want to go, and that peaceful purpose is going to be key to your highest destiny in this relationship or situation. So this is under your blockages and difficulties. So that just know that there's gateways here, and just wants you to choose your destiny, and to move forward and put your heart forward into this. Okay, so whatever it is that you want, it wants you to do that. And anything else that wants to come through, what is that? So let's see what this is. blockages and difficulties in this relationship or situation. Fortitude. Okay, how interesting. Yeah, because this talks about perseverance. Okay, so you get the fortitude and you get all of these, yeah, you get all of these animals here. And I'm just looking, you've got the sea otter. You've got the kind of like the cougar, you've got the fox, and you've got the eagle. It's like this is about, it's like they want you to continue forward. There's blockages, but this saying you've got the fortitude to move forward and don't let anything stand in your way. If this is what you want and this is your destiny in this relationship or situation, because you're calling upon these types of animal spirits in the process, okay? So it wants you to, it's going to say that, it wants you to stand firm in what it is that you want, in your values, in your foundation. Stay strong, okay? And that's going to allow you to outsmart, out distract any others or any sort of competition, okay? So steady your focus on the bigger picture and just really in this, have that fortitude. And truly be stoic in the process, okay? So that's what it wants to let you do. And then you can get to the other side of what you want to see in this relationship or situation. So it's going to take fortitude, okay? So just know, connect with your center and know that, hey, my center can't be rocked, okay? And that's what you want to say to yourself in this process to get you through it, all right? So note that. Rise above those heights, and then you're going to be able to see forward with more clarity, okay? So that's one of your blockages. Let me pull the tarot and see what it wants to say on this one here. This is interesting. Blockages and difficulties, have fortitude, right? New opportunity is coming here. There's going to be a new opportunity, a message, an opportunity from the Page of Pentacles. Again, Earth sign here. We've got it here, guys. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Here you guys are. So this is what I'm saying. It's got a brand new beginning to start new. And this is about cutting out and staying strong and moving forward with what it is that you do want, okay? Being resolute, okay? In how you want to move forward. Having authority. This is very, very intellectual in the process, though, too, guys. And this is cutting out. This is about not feeling left out, okay? You're actually making headway on what it is that you want and putting your values and going towards that direction and what that looks like. Yeah, and I think and I think that's exactly what you're doing. I'm going to pull one more from the Hero's Journey. Anything wants to come out for blockages and difficulties. Yeah, this is saying be the bridge. Just wants you to expand. This wants you to expand your physical world, but also into the spiritual realm for guidance and downloads and insights. So be the bridge in this relationship between the spirit and the physical plane. It wants you to really, expand your consciousness. So in this relationship, the blockages is not expanding the consciousness, okay? And know that you can behold both worlds by doing so. So interesting. It's a 51 card. Yeah, that brings growth. That's a 6 card and talks about growth. Interesting. What is the best way forward? What is the best way forward in this relationship or situation? What is that for you guys? Revision. There is some revamping, okay? So it's kind of like going through and rewiring things, in the system, in the let's say in the computer system, so to speak. Maybe there's some background techie stuff that kind of needs to be done, but we need to make some sort of revision in the way things are thinking. So it could be in terms of some sort of blockages or how the thinking in the past may have served great, then, but now it's not working in your relationships or situations. So it's time to revise things. So this is about, that when every time that you've experienced trauma in love, or any sort of fear, as you were growing up, or, even up until this point, any of that, this is saying that needs to be revised. It's telling you that needs to be revised, because what happens is you've got a cellular memory in your body that holds on to that. And I will tell you guys, my gosh, I had gone through something like that to where I had had a car accident and I had acupuncture after that, and it totally released so much of I didn't even know that was there. In terms of that. So it's quite interesting on how your energy is just, I felt like like 20 pounds were just lifted off of me. It was just amazing. My head felt lighter. It was just such a beautiful experience. When you go through some sort of revision and you're able to let that go, it can be some really, really really, really beautiful things. And this is actually talking about that This is saying is that it's going to help you, you're going to break some sort of limiting cycle that's been holding you back. It wants you to go deeper and it wants you to challenge it. So, that's what this is talking about. A revision is what's going to be necessary. So bringing a memory to surface is going to help you, and because it's going to help you center yourself, because there's something that's stored in your body that needs to come out, and it wants you to go deeper and to challenge this memory and study the past, because it's going to help you recognize and how to break through some sort of limiting cycle that's happening here. And if you're interested in going through a process like that, then you do want to click beyond the read up here, okay? Because that's exactly what that does. This type of service does for you there, and it's in my description box below too. Okay, so yeah, it's really about getting rid of old memories so you can actually birth into something really beautiful, moving forward. So really explore the patterns of the past. And this is going to help you really have the courage to flourish and move forward in your future so much lighter. Okay, so it wants you to, that's the best way to move forward, is that's what's coming into play. Let's see what the hero's journey has to say about this. Okay, let's see what the hero's journey has to say about this and where you're at. So what is the best way forward for you in this relationship or situation? Wow. Oh gosh, this is beautiful, guys. What number card is this? It is a 40. Okay, so that means being grounded. Okay, so what this tells me is that this wants you to truly stand up and to be recognized. Take a look at this. It's like everyone is showering you, putting the light above you, and there's light around you, and there's people around, and there's someone bringing the light above your head. I just think this is such a beautiful card. This is about being recognized. Okay, so in this relationship, is that any changes you make, I think you're going to be truly recognized for. And this talks about truly, this is arrival time. This is when you are actually, this is like this reward when you come home. This is like stage 9, and before you get to the end of your journey, right? The end of your journey ends when at stage 12, but you're like at the 9 here. And what this talks about, and just in terms of the journey, not anything else, but this is that you actually, if you've been searching for inspiration, this is just saying to hold on, because listen, you're the inspiration that you've been waiting for. So you need to think of it in a different way and be your own inspiration, because you're exactly it. And this is really a beautiful thing. So it's like your power is no longer locked in a dungeon or held captive or or anything like that. It's like it's yours, and you have a conscious access to it at all times. Okay, so this wants you to really breathe in and integrate the power and the strength and the beauty that you behold. Okay, because it's time for you to stand up and be seen and be recognized. Okay, and I think you're recognizing this in yourself. This is going to help your relationship and situation quite a bit, and that's it's under your best steps to move forward. Okay, so realize that you are the prize. Okay, it's not them, you are the prize. Okay, and it's saying is that, and I'm sorry, crosswatcher, love you, but it's I'm really talking about that this is about them owning the beauty in themselves and reveling in the view that they now see themselves in, that you see yourselves in, and truly you're at the summit, right? You're really at the top, and it's you're at that time where you've worked so hard to climb, and you've reached it, and now you're being recognized. Okay, so it could be that you're recognized by this other person or just by others, so to speak, but most importantly, yourself. Okay, so that's what I see here. So very, very beautiful. Let's go ahead and move on, and we're going to go into the finance side of things, the financial flow for February. So we're going to see what wants to come out for that. All right, so let's see what that looks like. What's your current financial situation at this time? What does that look like? Okay, so part 2. Okay, let's go into this. Whoa, okay, this is nice. We're going to look at what we got here, positive outcome. Okay, so very, very beautiful. Positive outcome is here for you. So this is nice, because this is saying is that your current situation, you've got stuff going on. You've got, look at this garden of roses. Things are growing, right? And they're even just, the shadows giving a pink hue to the sky. So there's a lot of warmth, and there's a lot of things happening. So there's a really beautiful positive outcome here. So that's what I see. Your current financial situation is positive outcome. And there's been perhaps maybe some sort of awakening as it relates to that. So it really helps your financial situation when you go through some sort of awakening. It really affects that. It's bringing a lot of things to light. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come through for you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Current financial position. Yeah, it's like you're going through awakening after something has come to an end, okay? And this is the beauty of it. It's like something's come to an end, and there's a new awakening that has been released. So something's come to an end in terms of your financial position of some sort. And yeah, and so when it comes to an end, you get this brand new opportunity coming forth. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy, but this is saying is that you've got another. Once this ends, it's like, it's like this goes away, this comes right on in when that goes away. So it's a beautiful thing. So I feel that this awakening is bringing this, really beautiful positive outcome here. Okay, so that's I think is quite beautiful. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to what is blocking your financial flow. What is it? What's blocking your financial flow? Yeah, I figured I'd see this because when I get the death card and something new coming on in, this just means what blocked it was this ruminating. This is ruminating these thoughts that are circling around in your mind, the same thought pattern, and it just kind of consistently goes in the same route because your brain likes that familiarity, right? So this is what this is talking about. This is staying up at night, being worried, and then going in circles. And this is a 9 cards coming to an end. So I'm glad to see that. It's about a heartbreak. Okay, so something that has happened. And it could have been in a relationship that affected this finance, but there's been a heartbreak in finance, okay? So guys, you got to let me know what's blocking your financial situation is heartbreak. This is emotional heartbreak, okay? So it could affect your finances, okay? Just saying. So that's what I see coming here, okay? I'm going to pull one more card on that in terms of what's blocking you. Now you're moving forward with passion. This is that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius fire type energy. So I think now you're moving forward with passion, Oh, I'm glad to see this. And then right after you're moving forward with passion, I get the 9 of Pentacles. This is about wealth and established wealth and focusing in on that. So I think you moved forward with passion after heartbreak on what it is that you want, and you're focusing on your wealth at this particular time. This is, it's Earth energy. It's 9 of Pentacles here coming to fruition. So this is really great. You go from, check this out, 9 of Swords, right? And then you move forward with passion, and then all of a sudden I get this 9 of Pentacles. So this is really good movement, you guys, really good movement, but it all stemmed from this, okay? That is what was blocking your financial flow. What changes need to be made to improve this situation? What is that? Changes to be made to improve the situation. What is that? Self-mastery. Well, you did that pretty quick though, so I would say that's some pretty good self-mastery there, guys. This is about you're really seeing what's not working for you and what's working for you. You're totally seeing it as 2 different sides of a coin or 2 different sides of the face, right? So you're really, really seeing maybe how you were before and then how you are now. That's what I see. Self-mastery. Congrats, Virgo. This is really cool. Love seeing this. I'm going to see what can be made to improve the situation. Anything else? Wow. Use your brilliance, my dears. And this is really beautiful. So, I mean, just blow it away with your brilliance. This is really just using, your, it's like using your body, mind, and soul and spirits working with you on this, but use your brilliance to bring in what it is that you want and to make the changes to this situation. I think it's like exactly what you did here, okay? You used your brilliance there, right? And you were very discerning on how you were going to work things out and the choices that you were making as it relates to your money. So this is the changes to be made to improve the situation, is use your brilliance, be discerning as to where you're going to put your money and how that works, right? And of course that led to that, obviously that self-mastery part of it here. So this is really, really great. You really came out of something. So very interesting. What is the final outcome? Let's see what the final outcome is. What does that look like? What's the final outcome on your financial flow? You are understanding your truth. You're getting closer to your truth, and therefore it's getting closer to, and it's putting everything else in alignment. So this is about, yes, getting closer to your truth. And what is that? You're getting closer to your truth about what's working for you in money and what's not. And let's see what else. Because you've been listening. You've been listening, okay? You've been listening more than anything, to the divine and to yourself. And I think that's making things a lot clearer. And you're rediscovering, again, the truth of what's working and what doesn't work, okay? So you're really understanding you're having this rediscovery. Wow, I love this. I'm really seeing things, in how they can come to fruition. And I'm rediscovering how to live life differently, okay? And it's beautiful. I think it's so beautiful. And that's going to help you preserve your wealth a lot better too at the same time. So I think this is beautiful, guys. Let me know if this resonates with you. I look forward to seeing you on the second half of February. Have a beautiful, beautiful Valentine's Day, and I will see you then. Namaste.